Yo, what is up? It's Mike the NBA guy, and today I am going to talk about Tyler Herro of the Miami Heat and what I think his future is going to be like in the NBA. So, jumping right into it, because I don't really have more of an intro than that, a lot of people have been talking about the Heat lately, and Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo, and what these guys' futures are like, and I've seen a ton of stuff about Tyler Herro is a future All-Star in the NBA, after his pretty impressive rookie season. And going into this video, this was originally going to kind of be a video bashing Tyler Herro, because honestly, I was not super high on him this season. Okay, I didn't watch a lot of Heat games. In the playoffs, he had one fantastic game, and then for the most part, he was kind of meh. Like, if you exclude his 37-point game in the playoffs against the Celtics, he was pretty mediocre overall. He was about as good as he was in the regular season, if not worse, because he wasn't super efficient, and shooting's kind of his whole thing. That said, looking at his stats now, for a rookie, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists on 43% from the field, 39% from 3, and 87% from the free throw line. Those are some damn good numbers for a rookie, okay? Especially a rookie on a team that is not exactly, it's not like the Heat were a trash team. You know, it's a little different, which is one of the reasons it's important to not get, like, insanely high on Ja Morant. As much as and this is not a diss Ja Morant at all, I'll probably make a video about him eventually. I think Ja Morant is a future superstar. However, there's a slight difference between putting up good numbers on a good team and putting up good numbers on a bad team. Ja Morant, as much as he carried his team, with the exception of Jaren Jackson Jr. and like Dylan Brooks was pretty good, but for the most part, his team was not good. So that helped him control the ball more and let him put up more stats. If Ja Morant was drafted by, let's say, the Lakers, with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, he would not have had as impressive numbers, because, you know, it's a little harder to play with other stars. That, I think, explains a lot of why Kemba Walker fell off so much this year, because when he doesn't have the ball in his hands 24/7, he's not going to be putting up. Alright? So anyway, getting a little off topic, Tyler Herro had these impressive stats on a good Miami Heat team, okay? He played with Jimmy Butler, Goran Dragic, Bam Adebayo, and a lot of other good role players, and I would say he was about the third best player on the team. I think you can debate it between him and Duncan Robinson, because I think Duncan Robinson might have been a little more consistent, but I think it was fair to say Tyler Herro was the fourth best player on this Heat team, especially because Duncan Robinson is such a massive defensive liability. I remember watching the Lakers Heat series and hearing some announcer say something like the Lakers have to contend with Miami's like good perimeter defenders, like Duncan Robinson and Tyler Herro, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, what? Like, these dudes are not good defenders. Tyler Herro is not terrible. He's not quite a J.J. Redick or Kyle Korver like Duncan Robinson is. But, he's not a good defender, okay? In fact, he is a bad defender. Alright? He just is. He's not. He's not good at defense yet. Now, I think he could get there because he is 6'5". He's decently athletic. Like, he's not like a crazy athlete, but he's not like super unathletic, I should say. I think he could become good on defense. I think that I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think his floor is basically J.J. Redick, like with a little bit better shooting. Maybe something closer to Joe Harris might be a little bit of a better example for him. I think his ceiling is somewhere very close to what Buddy Hield is right now, or a little bit better than Buddy Hield, I would say. Somewhere between like Buddy Hield and like Reggie Miller, even. He really needs to work on his playmaking, in my opinion. His playmaking and his finishing at the rim. Because for someone who's such a good three-point shooter, 39%, and such a good free throw shooter, his overall field goal percentage should not be as low as 43%. And, I mean, he's a rookie, so I'm going to try not to be too hard on him. But everyone's saying he's going to be an all-star, and I would not say he's a guaranteed all-star. And one of the reasons for it is his personality. Everybody says the word swagger for Tyler Herro. He's got so much confidence. He's got so much swagger. I feel like swagger is another word for arrogance, personally, and I think he seems, just his personality, he seems like an asshole. I'm gonna be completely straight with you. I think the kid's a snotwad. I think he thinks he's better than everyone else, and in general, I don't think his personality aligns with someone who is a hard worker. Now that said, it seems like he and Jimmy Butler get along pretty well. And if Tyler Herro was some lazy kid who was not going to work hard, Jimmy Butler would probably have been beating his ass during the regular season, okay? And we would have seen it coming out of the locker room. But that didn't happen. So, you know what? If he is a hard worker, yeah, he can be an all-star. I am just worried this early in his career that he is going to settle and not put in the work because he thinks he's hot shit, and he's going to think that he deserves more credit than he's getting without putting in the work for it. So that's just a worry I have about him. That's based off his personality. However, if he is a hard worker, which the Heat culture definitely loves hard workers, so, you know, they probably see that in him. You know, maybe it's just, maybe, you know, you can be a cocky kid. You can be cocky and be a hard worker. It's not impossible. I just personally think that in general, he looks like someone who's not going to be willing to put in the work. But if he is, absolutely, his ceiling is an all-star and a solid all-star. Now, even if he does keep working hard, I think he's a few years away from being an all-star, simply because there's a lot of good guards in the league, and right now he would have to compete with, just off the top of my head, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, Kyle Lowry, Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, Trae Young, I know I'm forgetting someone who's, like, really good, but I have no idea who it is right now, but just those guys, okay, in the East, and then in the West, there's even more of them. So, it is difficult for a guard to make it in the All-Stars right now, and obviously I don't think he's going to be an All-NBA player unless his defense significantly improves, which it could, but I personally don't believe he's ever going to be more than an average defender. That's just how I feel about him. But look, the kid could absolutely be an all-star. He absolutely has the potential. I'm thinking sort of a better, slightly better version of Buddy Hield is what I picture. Can he reach that ceiling? We'll have to wait and see. But if I'm a Heat fan, I don't really have a reason to be down on Tyler Herro. I'm very happy with his rookie season. As someone who is a Sixers fan, kinda wish we drafted someone like him, because we need some freaking shooting, and I'm a little jealous. Alright, so all I'm saying is, don't get too high on Tyler Herro right away, because he is just a rookie, and you know what, also, I know this is going to happen next year, okay? I would almost guarantee next year, Tyler Herro is going to have a quote-unquote sophomore slump, where he barely improves his stats from this season, because it happens all the time with rookies like this, and everyone is immediately going to say that he was super overrated, and he hit his ceiling, and blah 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 blah, and just shut up. Anyone who's going to say that, shut up now. You can't. It's a sophomore season. You can't expect this kid to pull Luka Doncic and average like 10 more points a game. Okay? He's not going to be an all-star next season. But he's got a high ceiling. So I am excited to see what happens with Tyler Herro. So yeah, that's all I had to say in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and check out some of my other content. Thank you. 30 points a game.